Hey there everyone, this is Alif. Welcome back to our Fallout playthrough. So this will be number 2, just to get back into Goodsprings here. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. We just finished doing our missions with Doc Mitchell, so that should be in the past. Don't have to worry about him that much anymore. I think I might have fixed my leg issue. I'm not sure. If I post this video, you'll know I fixed it. If not, we'll see in the future. Also, I got a new headset, so my voice should sound more clear. Hopefully. Other than that, still same old. I'll probably get a new computer sooner or later, and with that, I'll be able to upgrade my whole system setup here, and I'll also get a webcam. So most likely I have the video of myself in the corner, but we'll see what the future holds, right? So this one's just a little walkthrough with my rough voice. But anyway, so let's get this on. So let's continue. Welcome to Goodsprings. Old World Blues. You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pipboy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation at the midnight science fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Old World Blues has been loaded. The reunion. Your Pipboy has received a signal, coordinates that lead to the canyon wreckage west of Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6. It is signed Ulysses. Ulysses. Lonesome Road has been loaded. Happy Trails Expedition. Your Pipboy has picked up the radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member in the expedition to Zion Valley. Having Honest Hearts has been loaded. Sorry, I moved the camera too fast. Gunrunner's Arsenal. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave has kicked the weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealers are now rolling in with new weapons. Come get it out while you can. Gunrunners. Okay. I think that should be it. Oh no, there's one more. One more will pop up sooner or later. For dead money. And then that will be all for the DLCs. There it is. Excuse me. Sierra Madre grand opening. Your Pipboy has picked up the radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre. Dead money has been loaded. Okay, so let's get this show on with. Let's get this show on the road. Let's talk to this guy. Talk to Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
So he's the one that dug us up out of the grave. So thanks for digging us up.
I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know those men that attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Well, that's all. Okay. See you later.
Happy trails!
Okay, so that's Victor. Let's just bring up our Pipboy here. So this is our local map. This is our world map. So this is the map of the entire Mojave. So some of it is already labeled that they are for the DLCs. Okay, so we want this one. This one's our quest log. So we talk to Sunny Smiles, or we can just continue on with the men that's trying to kill us. But let's stick with this one for now. This is just a quick tutorial of how to play the game. And this is just our delivery order. I think I went over that with our last video. This is our radio. I can't really play any songs because of copyright and everything, so don't want to get flagged for that. Here's our equipment. I mentioned before, I'll show you guys how to get, it's a hack. It's a cheat that's inside the code, but it's not really. It's, you can do it without any mods or anything. But it's a grind and it's very, very tedious. So I remember doing it when I first played, maybe second or third time playing, because it gives you lots of clothing and lots of ammunition. But as I said, it's very tedious. People who already know what I'm talking about, they're just like, shut up and get on with it. So anyway, just a quick rundown on that. That'll be coming up soon. But just get this one. So, where's this old man?
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Easy Pete. Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
You're a prospector? Like what? Digging for gold and silver and stuff?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
You ever find anything while you were prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
So the NCR and the Legion, they are the kind of like the countries in this game. So they're the big powers, and they're fighting over the land. So that's the whole point of this game. You've got to pick a side. It's either them. You pick. There's 4 endings, but technically 3. You can pick with the Legion. You can pick with the NCR, or you can pick with Vegas. It's your choice. But we'll get down that path later. Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use these bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Do you know anything about Victor, the robot?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be.
That'll be all.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay. So he just alluded to bighorners, and I'm not sure if I showed you or not. Bighorners are big, like cow kind of things. Where is one? I think there was one around here somewhere. Ah, right here, right in front of me. So these are bighorners. So these ones won't attack me. They don't really care. But when you get outside, they will attack if you get too close to them. But let's just continue on with this. So we go in here. This is the Proctors Saloon.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
So she is Sunny Smiles. Doesn't really say anything about talking to her. So anyway, I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest any routes?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
I'm a little short on caps. Is there any work around here?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Okay.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Let's talk about the areas around Goodsprings.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR?
The New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What other group do you...
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
I guess that's it.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Doc Mitchell said you can help me survive in the waste.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay, I'll show you another thing is, with this, you can steal stuff. So say, for example, if I steal this book, it's no problem. But if you see where it says hidden, if someone sees me, then I will lose karma with everything, even when you're stealing. But if someone sees me, it'll affect this faction, which it'll get to in more in the future. But as of right now, we're hidden, so we just quickly take that. You see, we lost karma because we stole. Stealing is bad, kids. But this was, I'm not sure if it's an oversight or not, but if you ever see something like here, like if I go here, I want this gun. You can see here I'm detected. If I take it, he's gonna be angry. He's gonna be angry at me. He might shoot me, might try to kill me. But anyway, you just pick it up. So you're holding it. I never understood how they can have this in the game, but it makes it much easier to take things. So you go over here, no one has seen me. See? And just steal it. So I lose karma, but he didn't see me take it. So that's a good thing. So I'll quickly show you here. Go back in here. Go back here. See here. I'll do this. Oh, he didn't care. I don't know why he didn't care. Maybe he just doesn't care. But usually if someone sees that, they will instantly be like, what are you doing? So let's quickly reload this. Go back outside. So now we're gonna go do this little quest with Sunny Smiles here. So quickly, where is she? Ah, there she is.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
Where?
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay, so she gave me a gun, and I gotta hit them. So look down the sight. Why are you not hitting? Good. I was trying to show you the difference between standing and crouching, but
That's the right idea.
standing just sucks. When you crouch, your aim is much more steady. As you
Try
saw,
crouching
when
down
you're
and staying
standing,
still. It'll help your aim.
it's going here, there, and everywhere.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Okay, so that she wants us to follow her to go get those geckos and everything, but I gotta end it right here, so just don't want to have the videos too long. So anyway, I'll continue on with this maybe next time. Hopefully you guys will watch it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't know for sure. Still beginning, so not sure how good the quality is of my work right now. But just feel free to let me know in the comments, good, bad, or ugly. I don't mind. So anyway, see you guys later. Rock on.